Three, two, one, go!
Reading my awful hate comments.
Not you again.
Oh, I get it. We got a funny guy here, don't we?
We're funnier than you, that's for sure.
Three, two, one, go!
I mean, you can blame me. You don't. Fine. Anything you want. Play me? Sure. What do you want to play? You want to bully me? Then come back again.
I want to show you this video. I don't know if you would think it's funny, though.
Oh, that is a very unusual thing for Elf YouTube poop music video to say.
It's not real. It's a kind of video where people take a character they didn't make and have it do strange things. Hey,
Cuphead, just shut the fuck up for 1 second. I'm talking to someone.
What I do? You is a motherfucker, you know that? I want to show you this video. I don't know if you would think it's funny, though.
Oh, that is a very unusual thing for Elf YouTube poop music video to say.
It's not real. It's a kind of video where people take a character they didn't make and have it do strange things. Hey,
Cuphead, just shut the fuck up for 1 second. I'm talking to someone.
What I do? You is a motherfucker, you know that? I want to show you this video. I don't know if you would think it's funny, though.
Oh, that is a very unusual thing for Elf YouTube poop music video to say.
It's not real. It's a kind of video where people take a character they didn't make and have it do strange things. Hey,
Cuphead, just shut the fuck up for 1 second. I'm talking to someone.
What I do? You is a motherfucker, you know that?
Forward is tools like Home Insight that help you navigate the home buying experience so you can move on to what's next. Because life's certainly not standing still. PNC Bank. See how we can make a difference for you.
Cuphead is known for two things. The first is its incredibly unique hand-drawn 30s art style that just oozes charm and creativity from every scene, music track, and sound effect. The second is that it's freaking impossible. But you know what? Doing all these challenges as of late really must have helped me improve my gaming prowess or something. Cause the new Cuphead DLC, The Delicious Last Course, honestly didn't pose too much of a challenge for me. I don't know, I just feel a little too powerful being able to actually properly control my character. And I just need to like delete one of the buttons or something, just to feel something, anything. So what the heck, let's tack on our patented artificial flavoring to this bad boy and ask ourselves the all-important question. Is it possible to beat Cuphead's delicious last course without ever jumping? The rules are super simple in this one. The jump button, gone. Although this definitely ensures that we won't be doing too much jumping throughout the challenge, it also removes our ability to parry and drop through platforms. And yeah, neither of those things really deserve to be banned, but let's just call it a bit of added spice. So with all the formalities out of the way, let's officially begin. Oh wait, actually before anything, spoiler alert, obviously, I'm gonna be beating the game, which necessitates that I beat the bosses, you know, including the final one. If you don't want to be spoiled, then I really don't know what you expected this video to be, but there's your warning, I guess. For the sake of structure, I'm going to be running through all the individual fights in order from easiest to hardest, as this is a boss gauntlet game, so there's not much actual level progression. That being said then, it's quite fitting that the fight we start off on, and therefore the easiest, doesn't even let us jump if we wanted to. That's right, there's exactly one plain level in this DLC, and it's a welcome addition to this challenge, as the only thing we're banned from doing is parrying. And I'm gonna be honest, I never do that anyway. Unfortunately, however, with that fight out of the way, we only have platforming levels left to go. So I suppose now is when the challenge truly begins. Now, I'll be honest, I'm not sure if this fight is actually the easiest, or if I had just a little too much practice from when this was a no shooting challenge instead. However, despite being the easiest among the platforming fights, it certainly isn't anything to sneeze at. Remember that I not only can't jump here, but I also can't drop through this platform, meaning that, for the first two phases, I'm gonna be forced to stay on this middle layer, which makes dodging quite a bit harder. So, in order to aid in that regard, I made sure to equip the Smoke Bomb charm, which makes Cuphead's dash completely invincible. This is an insanely important part of this challenge, as it's the only other way, aside from jumping, to dodge many of the things that are going to be flung my way. A good example of this coming into great effect is during this second phase. You're usually supposed to circle around the entire screen in order to dodge these sound waves when they turn red, but timing the smoke bomb allows us to just barely get through them. With that, we can quite feasibly make it to the third phase, where we see yet another one of the incredible tools in my arsenal, the Invincibility Super. We can build up cards in the bottom left here over time by constantly doing damage. And once we get 5, we can use one of 3 super abilities. 2 of them just do damage, which isn't too special, but the second one that I have equipped provides a brief period of complete invincibility, which has quite a bit of utility for this challenge. In this case, it's nowhere near necessary, I just used it for some quality of life, but we'll soon see its significance in the fights to come. And with all that, our first real boss has been defeated. But like I already said, this one was only the beginning. Next up, we got the Ice Wizard, and he's a bit of an interesting case. The first couple phases here really aren't a big issue at all, just some of that smoke bomb dodging that we're gonna have to get used to. But the final phase poses the first truly daunting obstacle in this challenge. Dreaded platforms. The screen does eventually scroll up when these appear, at which point you can actually bounce off the bottom of the screen at the expense of a little bit of health, but it doesn't do so until you jump up a couple of the platforms. This means that we gotta find some way of getting direct height off of completely flat ground. But don't worry, cause we're in luck. For saving up our cards and using the Invincibility Super here not only gives just barely enough initial height to reach this second platform and make the screen start scrolling, but it also lets us bounce off the bottom of the screen without having to take that damage tax. This trick gives access to the moving platforms that we'll have to traverse for this final phase. And although it's certainly much more dangerous without jumping, with a little bit of finesse, it can still absolutely be done. This next fight is, I suppose, technically a plane fight? But unfortunately, this time we're not the ones behind the wheel, making it a much more complicated process. The plane we're standing on tilts based on where on it we stand, and since we have to move back and forth in order to have enough space to occasionally dash through projectiles, this makes our trajectory fairly difficult to control, especially as we move into this second phase. It's also worth noting that at this point in the challenge, any unintentional damage is pretty much an instant failure. This is because starting with this fight, we're going to be forced to take some damage at certain points, so we can't waste our health in spots where it's technically unnecessary to get hit. For this fight in particular, the third phase is what really seals the deal in that regard. Every cycle of this phase is prefaced with this laser attack, and although the position of the lasers is random, the last one always expects us to jump, which to us means we're taking damage. Unless, of course, you got some of that invincibility laying around. The fact that we're taking damage every single cycle also means that we now have to end the fight as quickly as we can, so we endure as few of those laser attacks as possible. I'm not entirely sure of the best weapon for DPS, but the breakaway gun that I've been primarily using thus far seems to do the trick pretty dang well. It does great damage up close, but it also has a weaker homing shot if you miss, which is great when I have to turn my attention away from shooting in order to dodge some attacks. And with a bit more shooting and a bit more dodging, but certainly no jumping, these guys went down just like the rest of them. So far in the challenge, we've actually been doing pretty well, despite the obstacles that have been coming our way. However, at this point, you can probably see how the upscale in difficulty is starting to shape up. Every fight isn't just a new challenge. It's a compound of a new challenge, plus everything we've dealt with up to that point. Smoke bomb dodging turned into smoke bomb dodging and difficult platforming, which turned into smoke bomb dodging and difficult platforming and damage boosts. So it makes sense then that the hardest of the normal bosses in this area is an absolute gauntlet of all these tricks when pushed to their absolute extreme. This is the goddamn gnome fight. Immediately we're in an insanely rough spot. The ground here, if you didn't notice, is made out of spike gnomes, and if you ever fall down, there is no way back up. This means that the entirety of this first phase has to consist of traversing these platforms, which rise and fall completely at random. Couple that with having to dodge a metric ton of projectiles, especially during the smoke attack, and you got an extremely difficult first phase. Oh, and by the way, I'm not allowed to take any damage here, because the third phase requires that I have completely full health. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Once we get to the second phase, there's certainly much less platforming to worry about, but again, I still can't take damage, so relaxing here is a big mistake. I actually switched to the triple shot weapon here, mostly because it pierces through these gnomes that pop out of the ground. The breakaway shot tends to get distracted by these guys, which greatly decreases its damage output, and less damage means a slower kill, which means more time to potentially get hit. But with those two phases out of the way, it's time to begin the fight's climax in the giant's stomach. We start off with some platforms to stand on, but they're eventually gonna run out, and the only way to bring them back is by parrying these bells, which isn't an option for us. So instead, we have to stall for as long as possible before they all get deleted, at which point I continue to stay alive by expending both of my health points and the invincibility I've stored up in order to barely have enough time to finish them off for good. This fight is absolutely relentless, and I'm serious when I say that I'm pretty sure you need all of your health stored up, because this is what my attempts with only 2 health ended up looking like. But despite all that, the fight remains possible, meaning we only have one more to go. The chef guy here, this island's final boss, is actually quite different from the last one, in that it actually isn't that much of a gauntlet in any sense. The first few phases, although certainly very hectic, aren't anything special as far as this challenge goes. Rather, the reason this is the hardest fight in the challenge is because of the final threat that it presents. One last stretch of moving platforms that, even with all my health, stored invincibility, and just as much stalling and DPS as I can manage, doesn't even look close to possible. The final hurdle in the challenge, after everything we've done up until now, just barely out of our reach. I'll be honest, at this point, Cuphead just didn't seem possible. So you know what? Let's stop playing Cuphead. Aw, heck yeah! This is Miss Chalice, the new character added to this DLC via a charm. Up until now, I've completely ruled her out as an option, as it would require us to get rid of our all-powerful smoke bomb. That was until I remembered that she just naturally has an invincible dash of her own. In addition, there are also a few other key properties of this character that blow this challenge wide open. The first is her extra bit of health, which we all know is incredibly valuable to have. But another, more interesting aspect of this character is the fact that she can parry by dashing. Previously, we weren't able to parry at all, so now that it's available through an option that we can actually do, we can reap the benefits of parrying, as they not only give us a little bit of height, but they also allow us to accumulate more cards. Which is important because of Miss Chalice's third main deviation from Cuphead, different supers. Now, different supers could have been catastrophic, as that means that invincibility is no longer an option. However, luckily she has what is effectively the next best thing, extra health generation. And although they don't stack, what we can do is use it once and then build up the cards to prepare for another in the final phase, giving us 2 extra hit points for a grand total of 6, 5 of which we'll absolutely need for damage boosting. It was going to be close. And with that, every boss in Cuphead's delicious last course has finally been defeated, without the need to jump. Oh wait, hold on, there's also this extra secret boss apparently that you can fight by doing this weird graveyard puzzle. He's like super easy though, no platforms or anything. So yeah, there we go. Now they're all dead, I think. Unless you also want to count the arena guys, but come on, those guys are like super impossible, don't even worry about them. Anyway, welcome to the end of the video. I know this one's a little shorter than I'm used to, it is just a DLC after all, so although it was very difficult, there wasn't that much actual stuff to do. That being said, if you want to see me try this challenge with the full game, go ahead and let me know in the comments, although I'll tell you now, there's no way the B fight is doable in any universe. I just now thought of that. If you liked the video and you want to see more like it, then you're in luck, because I love doing these types of things. So all you gotta do is subscribe, and wow, you'll be able to find my videos in the future. It's crazy. For now though, yeah, I'm heading out.
Enjoy the ride, my dude.
My dude. So a few months ago, we went over one of the fastest speedruns for Cuphead, where you can beat the game in under 20 minutes. And with the upcoming Cuphead DLC just around the corner, I wanted to revisit the base game one last time, and today we're going to be checking out the Army% speedrun, where Cuphead basically invents a cloning device to create an army of mugmans, to absolutely ravage anything and everything that gets in their way to beat the game incredibly fast. And really quick, before we get to the blasting, I'd like to thank Kingdom Maker for sponsoring this video. Kingdom Maker is a free mobile game that combines RPG, RTS, and sim-style gameplay as it puts you in the throne room of your very own kingdom, from which you can battle, forge alliances, explore in-depth customization, and intriguing storytelling. And when I say in-depth customization, I mean really in-depth. You can customize your army, where your kingdom is placed, how your nobility looks, and you can even get unique champions which will give you specialized bonuses too. And once you're done customizing and want more action, once you reach level 10 in the game, you can show off how powerful your army is as you can raid other players' villages. And if you find some villages too difficult to attack, or you're coming under attack yourself, you can also join alliances to call on support when you need it on or off the battlefield. Kingdom Maker is absolutely full of action, drama, wit, and oh, did I mention customizability? So if you'd like to support the channel and start commanding your own kingdom, head on over to my link in the description and go download Kingdom Maker for free on either iOS or Android. And with all of that said, let's see how fast we can beat Cuphead with an army of mugs at our disposal. Alright, so seeing all of these clones is cool and all, but first things first, just how do we go about cloning Mugman? Well, without getting into too much technical detail, you can use some third-party software to basically make your computer think one controller is actually two. Then all you really need to do is pause the game, then remove the second player, and then almost instantly rejoin. There's only like a 2-frame window that you get after removing the second player, so timing can be a bit tricky. I found that basically removing and joining at the same time seemed to work best for me. And yeah, if you get the timing right, bam, we just created another Mugman. And you can copy as many as you'd like, with the only limit being how much your PC can handle. After a few too many Mugmen, it gets hard to play, to say the least. Unfortunately, these copied Mugmen don't carry over between stages, so you do have to redo this glitch on every boss fight you get to. Oh, I should mention that you need to be running this game on PC, if it wasn't clear already, if you'd like to try this out for yourself. Anyways, with that little tutorial out of the way, let's get to running and gunning. So since we're running the pre-patch version of Cuphead, we also get access to a bunch of the other exploits we saw in my previous video to save some time. And one of these we get to see right away, as instead of actually having to go through the tutorial section and such, once we load into the room here, we can simply exit to map to completely skip all of it. Then after collecting 3 freebie coins from Applefella here, we get to the first and last run and gun section of this speedrun. For this stage, you don't really want to create any clones, as it will just eat up time, and damage output isn't really that important here, so it doesn't really serve to help much yet. So you just gotta jump and dash through the level and make sure you collect all 5 coins on the way to the end. Now with 8 coins in total, we can pay Porcrine to visit here to purchase 2 weapon upgrades, the Lobber as well as the Roundabout weapon. Now if you've seen my previous Cuphead speedrun video, you probably already know where this is going. So the original pre-patch version of Cuphead actually has an exploit called WSG, or the weapon swap glitch, where by quickly swapping between both weapon types, you can effectively double your damage output rate. And this actually stacks with each Mugman that you copy, so yeah, you can essentially multiply your damage output by 2, 4, or really however much you want. So this weapon swap glitch, coupled with Cuphead and his pal army of Mugmen, can deal some devastating damage. Now that's a lot of talk building it up, but let's see how it performs as we get to our first battle in this game against the Root Pack. Now one thing I immediately learned is that it's incredibly important to keep track of where all the clones are, as it's really difficult to control all of them without taking damage. So one of the best strategies for this run is to always try to keep the characters as close together as possible to avoid any strays getting hit. Anyways, with a bunch of clones spawned in here, they all made quick work of each of the veggies, basically only letting them live for a few moments each, and thus finishing the whole fight in just 28 seconds. Next up, we got Ribby and Croaks, and this fight isn't all too bad, in the first few phases anyway, but things get cranked up once reaching the final slot machine section. I kept getting the frogs, or snakes, or whatever these are, resulting in a bunch of spiked platforms coming out. Now, as I mentioned, keeping all the characters as close as possible is very important.
See, Mugman? I drank my whole head and it was delicious. It wasn't anything vital like... Revive me already!
Admit you're stupid!
Over my dead body! Fine, I'm stupid.
Okay.
What if I add back the original BFDI as a prize?
Maybe we should switch back.
I won't!
What? Why not?
Ford has reinstated the prize after we thought it was gone for good. He has betrayed our trust. How can we know he won't just change the prize again and again and again?
Yeah! You have the spirit of a leader, Fanny, and I admire that. But do you really think 2 is doing any better? Think of all the time we've spent waiting to compete. The promise of limitless power dangling over our heads. We're dying to get started.
Well, why didn't you say so? Hush now, I'm talking. Anyways. It's time for cake at stake.
What?
I said it's time for cake at stake! Get them up for me, Nickel.
Huh?
Never mind.
Wait, why are we doing cake and steak?
Don't worry, I'll remind you. Last time, 59,151 voters voted on these 26 newbies. So that one of them could join you 40 other people here to compete for the power of 2.
Oh, now I remember.
Good for you. So let's get started. If you got the most votes, you get to join my show. And you'll also get this purple tomato. Everyone got at least 200 votes.
That's good to know.
Just kidding. Rubber Spatula only got 177. No debut for you.
Can't believe it. Nobody likes me.
Don't look at it that way. Over 100 people liked you more than anyone.
You're right.
Here, now you can tell them how thankful you are.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Gaming Aiden, Weber Gaming, Maurice
Hurry
Yu,
up.
Cabsocky, Broken, _Baker Bakey, _ The Alpha Force, Balloons, Team
I
6
said hurry up.
And Rootsy Dane. Okay.
You finished?
Yep.
Okay, bye-bye then. Now, let's see who else won't be joining the game. Shampoo, you only got 240 votes, so you're out too.
240? I want to thank my voters, too. Kids Review Toys, AZ
Nope, stop
Plays,
that.
Zoopeka,
Zinky, Sizzy, and Drummy, none of you made the cut.
Hey, I make cuts all the time.
Shelly, Mikey, and Clappy?
Looks like it's curtains.
Looks like it's
for us.
curtains for... Right, sorry about that.
See you in post-production.
Now, everyone left got at least 1,000 votes.
You're not joking this time, right?
Don't you trust me, Clock?
Of course not.
Well, prepare to get over it because Leak got 1,014 votes.
Aw, no nickname for me?
You're not leaking, are you? Nineball, you only got 1,033 votes.
That number sounds hard to spell. Not that I would care about that.
Cammy, Blendy, and Onigiri, you didn't get either.
This is embarrassing. Hide me.
Now there's just 13 of you left. We're halfway through.
Finally.
Oh ho ho, eager now, are we?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna make you wait for it. Disky's out! No more waiting!
Wait!
VHSE, Taxi, Salty Lampy, and PEDEAE, you guys didn't get any ethery.
You'll pay for this too.
Yeah, and we won't help you figure out how much.
You think I need help? I know how to use a pencil.
What's wrong, Ice Cube?
Pencil? Yeah, final 8!
Yay!
Anchor is next to leave with only 2,265 votes.
Up. No need to clap. I got this.
Thanks. Tapey.
No, Foldy, not Steepy. Tapey.
Oh.
Time to fall through the floor.
Looks like you're stuck with me.
Right.
No, stop!
Shoppy cart.
Aw, looks like I didn't get in.
Oh, hey, I never said that.
So I win? Figures.
Battery and avocado.
We're out. Yeah, maybe you should learn a thing or two about suspense.
Suspense, eh? Alright. There are 3 of you left. Only one of you will be joining the game.
Huh? 3 of them, but I only see 2.
I'm flattered you find me so attention-grabbing, Nickel. But the final 3 is over there.
But...
Hang on. Winner and Taggy, can you make some room for non-existy? There. Now he's bigger.
What?
The next one out is... Taggy.
This is so cheap!
They only got 4,907 votes. Non-existy and winner. You are the final 2. So who's it gonna be? Let's see the results. With 15,762 votes, winner joins the game. And here's your purple tomato.
Thanks. Tasty.
Now you get to join the 40 other people. Wait, 40 plus 1 is 41!
What's wrong with 41?
41 is a prime number!
Are those, like, illegal where you're from?
What? Even I'm a prime!
You mean I'm a even prime? What? What's wrong with prime numbers?
They're impossible to divide up evenly.
Yeah, exactly! There can't be a prime number of you, because that means the teams won't have equal amounts of people.
Well, the nearest composite numbers are 40 and 42. None of us want to quit, so we'll have to add somebody. Why not go with the second most voted person from the pool of joiners?
That's a great idea! Thanks, Golf Ball! Okay, so the 42nd person should be non-existing. Let's see. 41 plus 0 equals 41. Well, that wouldn't work, so we can't do that. Guess we'll have to go with the third placer instead. Taggy, welcome to the power of 2.
Oh yeah, I take back all the things I said about Winter while I was down there.
Just to be sure, you do equal 1, right?
I can if you want me to.
Great! Then that means we have 42 contestants now! Now, let's head downstairs for team picking.
So, how many teams do you think we'll have?
Let's go with 6 teams of 7. Okay, have fun making your teams.
Well, I know I'm sticking with Barf Bag.
And I know I'm sticking with Bommy.
Cool, so you want to stay on the same team?
No.
Oh, okay.
Donut's got so many free spots left on his team. Do you know what this means? It means we're getting the bunch back together. Come on.
Hey, Clock, what you looking at? Clock? Hello?
It's Winter. You guys remember Winter, right?
Winner? Who the egg is that?
Come on, don't tell me you don't know about them. Way back at the start of Loser's career, Winner and Loser were a duo. They performed together, toured together, ate chicken nuggets together. At some point, Loser went solo and hit the mainstream, but Winner? Well, they just faded into obscurity. But only a true Loser fan would know that.
I'm more into Loser's recent work anyway.
What? You're not seriously passing up this opportunity, right? Well, suit yourself, but I'm not gonna miss out.
Wait! You two are my friends! You can't split up!
Cake, we never even do things together. It's okay.
Wow, Cake, that was rough. Wanna join my team?
Yes!
Can I stick with you, Golf Ball?
Despite your grammatical error from earlier, you are a true friend and I appreciate your loyalty. Let's team up.
Yay!
Ooh, can I stick with you too, GB?
Fine.
Hey!
Huh?
Don't think I forgot about last time. You guys teamed up because you're all balls. Well, I'm a ball too, and you didn't even think of me.
Oh gosh, Puffball, I'm sorry. We didn't really mean to.
I don't care. I'm joining this team, whether you like it or not.
If Puffball's on this team, I'm joining too.
If this is where the free food's gonna be now, I gotta be on this team.
Alright, Def Pact, there's 7 of us already, so we can basically just stay the same team.
Great idea.
Sounds like a plan. Come on, Pen. Don't you want to keep preventing death with us?
Well,
or
it's just,
are you a murderer?
I'm not a murderer. I just wanna...
When you joined this team, you pledged to prevent death with us.
That's weird. I don't remember a pledge.
Oh, that's right. Weren't you the last person to get picked for a team and we just took you in?
Yeah, I remember that.
Hey, you know...
Pen even prevented death at all?
Not that I remember.
Fine. Well, I was leaving anyway. Later, haters.
Did someone say haters?
Wait, where's Pillow?
Racer, guess what? We get to be on the same team again. Now, where's Blocky?
He left us.
What do you mean?
He means that Blocky stayed behind with 4 to battle for a BFB, but it doesn't matter anyway because our team already has 7 members.
What? The team is complete? I can't believe we ended up with so many useless people.
Don't worry, Golf Ball. I know how to solve your useless people problem. Hey, you two want to be in a team?
Yeah! Yes, a free spot. TV, want to join? Okay.
And for a limited time, if you... Froggy, are you asking to team up?
Aw, I miss Lollipop and Taco. Don't worry, Saw. I'm still here for you.
Can I stay with you guys too?
Hey, Book, listen. I know you're trying to be better, but maybe you should try to find some new friends to be better at.
Okay.
All right, Book. See you around.
Yeah. Ice Cube, do you want to... Okay then, new friends, huh? What's happening?
Hey, Icy. We're still in a truce, right? Want to team up?
Nice to meet you.
Hey, Barfbag. You want to team up because we're all zigzags?
Sure, lol.
But I'm a zigzag too.
Don't worry, Lightning. You have me.
I don't really want you.
You guys seem cool.
You seem pretty epic yourself, but just to be sure, can you do this? You're in.
Yes.
I'm joining too. You seem pretty tough, even though you're armless.
What do arms have to do with anything?
Good riddance.
I can't believe it. I've been owned.
Hey, Foldy, wanna make a team together?
Oh, of course.
I'll join Foldy. Hey, Lightning, wanna be friends?
Oh, now you're interested?
Basketball! I'm impressed that you stood up the golf ball like that!
Thanks. I mean, she was just being a total...
This'll be your first time on a team with no other balls!
Well, Eggy looks kinda like a ball.
What did you just call me?
I just meant I'd love to have you on my team.
Alright.
And you know what? I think I want those two as well.
Good choice.
Cool. One spot left. Gotta make it count.
Winner! Are you also a clown? I've never collected more of myself before.
I'm not a cloud, I'm winner.
So you don't want to connect teams?
Oh, connect. I thought you said collect. Yeah, of course we can connect teams. I was just worried because I thought you were gonna collect me.
This team is gonna be so much fun.
Ply, are we here to have fun?
We're here to prevent death.
More like prevent joy. I'm gonna go where the fun is. That's the team for me.
Not all, you can't be serious about this.
Yeah, that's why I'm switching.
Oh, Pillow, was that you? You know, I would appreciate if you didn't suddenly read me like that.
Don't worry, I wasn't reading you.
Then what?
I was just looking at the pictures.
Well, anyway, I think we should find a team to join. I don't want to be picked last.
How's this one?
Oh, this is great. Bummy and I go way back. Remember all those days we spent cranking the HPHPRCC? Kinda. Nickel, you were there too, right? Remember cranking?
Yeah, it sucked.
Hey, does anyone want to prevent death with us?
Do I have to be good at preventing death?
No, we accept students.
Why didn't you say so before?
Sonic Summer Snacks. New items every month.
Nothing like a good sandwich. Nothing like a good sandwich. On strike. You're out anyways. I need a drink to wash all this food down. Hot and spicy. Just how I like it. Thanos wins again. Nothing like a good sandwich. Hot and spicy, just how I like it. Nothing like a good sandwich. Nothing like a good sandwich. Sad. Pathetic Robloxian. Nothing like a good sandwich. Pathetic Robloxian. Drink to wash all this food down. Nothing like a good sandwich. Pathetic Robloxian. Hot and spicy, just how I like it. Thanos wins again. Nothing like a good sandwich. Thanos wins again. Hot and spicy, just how I like it. I need a drink to wash all this food down. Sad. Thanos wins again. Hot and spicy, just how I like it. Thanos wins again. Hot and spicy, just how I like it. You can run, but you can't hide. Hot and spicy, just how I like it. You can run, but you can't hide. Drink, wash all this food down. Did you miss me? You can run, but you can't hide.
time. Pizza time. Pizza time. Pizza time.
cheese for my birthday. For my birthday. Cheese for my birthday. Chuck E. Cheese for my
Pizza time.